All right, this is the 5.3 that we got pulled out of the junkyard the other day. Before you go sticking it on a shelf and storing it for a year or two or however long, I like to just make sure that it's a good running motor and ready to go. This one had me a little bit nervous because it has a new coil on cylinder 1. I just want to make sure it doesn't have like a misfire that somebody was chasing and ended up being low on compression. So I'll do a compression test and then I'm going to hook the harness up and just start it and run it quick. I barely hooked the harness up, basically just the cam and the crank sensor and the coils and the injectors. I don't even have the air mast. I don't have the throttle valve. I mean, the map sensor's broken off. It just has nothing, no coolant temp. Nothing's hooked up other than like 3 things. So put the compression tester in and see what the cylinders have, and then when we're done with that, if they're all good, watch that gauge. All right, so now that we know it has good compression, we're gonna start it right here on this cherry picker. So pretty much just need fuel and spark. Here's the fuel going to our fuel pump, which is in a bucket. The computer, which has the anti-theft turned off, those are the ones that we got out of the junkyard. And then the factory harness is just hooked up with, like I said, the crank and the cam, coils and injectors, and that's pretty much it, and the grounds. So we'll kick it over, and it's probably going to be really loud because there's no exhaust. All right, so here's the ignition in the fuel pump, and here's the starter. Alright, seems to run good. It didn't blow any crazy smoke or seemed to be running too roughly once it got a little temperature in it. So this should have the good rods in it. Maybe we'll build this one and use it into Dart or something and put some nitrous to it. We'll see.